BC. What's up, guys? I'm on here doing the Steve Carlson, the BC thank you for his contest. This is the last day of his contest, man. I've been trying to get time to do this, but I definitely wanted to get this one in. And man, Steve is one cool guy, man. That guy always comments on my videos, man. I love that guy, man. He always talks about the Zamrock and all his discoveries through his vinyl journey. But I remember about a year ago that he lost his collection with that in Michigan. That dam broke, and the heart pouring of everybody out there in the VC. It was a touching, but it was so inspiring, man. And he still kept a very cool outlook, man. And he knew life was more important. Everybody in his family was able to get out of there before tragedy. Losing all your vinyl and stuff. It still doesn't replace life. Life is always gonna be number one. But yeah, he's showing his appreciation. He's doing a contest. So I pulled four albums that was inspired by the BC. This was over the years that I've been watching videos and even doing videos. But yeah, I got four. My first one I'm gonna pull was inspired by this, and it's still up on YouTube. Fatback Funk. This one right here, Gilberto Gil. This is when I started getting into the Brazilian music. Rafaela of 1977. This is an original copy. He talked about it. His name's Dave Cotter, but Fatback Funk is the site. It talks about Brazil, but this one here is real funky and psychedelia. It has that. It's tropical, but it has that psychedelic sound to it. This was on Phillips from Brazil. Yeah, definitely. If you're into the Brazilian music like George Ben and stuff like that, Gil Costa, definitely check this one out. This one really inspired me. I ended up after listening to this record, I went out and bought all the George Ben, majority of the George Ben stuff. I went out there digging that Tropicalia, man. I love that psychedelic stuff, man. I mean, man, it's just smoking. This was one was influenced from the VC, and I stumbled onto that at Dusty Grooves some years back. That was years. I want to say like 2015, 2014. This is when I got into that. This one here, I was always familiar with Herbie Hancock. I even saw Herbie Hancock in concert, but wasn't familiar with this album. Uh, VC member Norman Maslov, man, he did a spotlight on this one. This one is 4147. This Herbie record here, I believe this is his second one on Blue Note, if I'm not mistaken. I know it's early, but this is completely different. It has more of an African feel, melodic, with the congas. Uh, Paul Chambers is on here, which is the main cohort of the bass playing. He played on so many records, but this one goes with Willie Bobo, and Chihuahua Martinez on the conga. With him, it's real rhythmically. It's the piano playing is rhythmic. It actually just takes you. It has that nice groove to it, man. Succotash is smoking. It's real melodic. Song Triangle. He did this after taking off his debut. Definitely check this one out. Mazzy really broke it down. He even played a little snippets of it. If you're able to check out the Blue Notes 4147. I did a few of those also, but yeah, Mazzy was the one influenced me to pick this one up. This is the one that was cut by Kevin Gray. This is from the Blue Note 80. These sound amazing. Definitely get this. Music Matters, I believe, did these, but I missed out on those. But yeah, but Blue Note 80, these are still available. Definitely check that one out. That was my second record. My third record is from a VC mainstay, Derek Higgins. Everybody knows Derek. Derek, and he was one of the beginnings of the VC, man. Him and Brandon, those guys was talking about vinyl before the whole vinyl was even discussed about it. You know, it started that whole. I always call him and Brandon the forefathers of the VC, man. Those are like the early cats, man. I was looking at. But yeah, this was an album that Derek put out a series of albums. This one came out in 2014. I ended up buying this from him. He kept playing the song Octavia, which is an awesome electronic track. It has that Eno-ish type sound. It shows the true talent of Derek Higgins, man. This is the album called Murphy, and he actually he got a hand number. He did 1250 on these. I'm at 193, but it was great to pick this up, man. It's like on a blue. He had it mastered and done. This is beautiful, man. The different colors, green and blue. But Derek Higgins, man, definitely. Everybody's familiar with him. You know, you can go on his site, and he influenced a lot of different stuff, man. A lot of. This is really cool. But yeah, Murphy. My fourth and final album, Secco Funk. One of the he also still does videos. He's been around for a while. This one here, Joe Henderson featuring Alice Coltrane, The Elements. And you know, this is like Charlie Hayden's on here, Michael White, Kenneth Nash. This is my original copy. It's like a German original on Bellaphon. Man, this album took me like 8 years to find, 8, 9 years to find. And then they ended up reissuing it. Kevin Gray reissued it. But this one here, man, it's just all the elements. You know, side one is fire, two, air, and then side two is water and earth. Side one, fire and air, and then side two is water and earth. Spiritual at the utmost, man. This is Joe Henderson after Blue Note when he started doing that run on Milestone. Man, you talking about thinking way outside the box, man. His playing and improvising makes him one of the top sax players in my book, man. He's in my top 5, man. He revolutionized the sax, man. The guy played with, you know, Kenny Dorham and Andrew Hill, Basra. He goes in and he changes the whole. Even Bobby Hutcherson, he played on there too. He played with so many people. This release here, you know, if you're talking about some great spiritual jazz of the early '70s, this was released in '74. Definitely check this out. Very melodic, man, too. This is a melodic album, and it takes you on a journey. Cause it's just tripped out how huge Joe's mind was. He's from Lima, Ohio, and he had that grasp of jazz, man. It just makes him one of the greats, man. The guy played all the way into the '80s. Definitely a seminal player. But yeah, the Elements, Joe Henderson. Steve, kudos to you, man. It's good you getting your stuff. You've been getting a lot, finding most of your collection that was lost in the damage, man. Yeah, you know, you get over there and watch Steve's videos, man. He has some great content, man. He goes in and breaks down a lot of the albums, a lot of the genres that's not even talked about. If Steve is always on the mark. definitely. But yeah, those were my four. These were my four that was inspired by the BC. The Elements, Derek Higgins, Murphy, of course Mazzy, Inventions of Dimensions, Herbie Hancock, Fatback Funk, Dave Cotter, Rafa Valia. This one is Gilberto Gil. Yeah, and Psycho Funk. Yeah. BC. Everybody have a great holiday coming up, man. Not Thanksgiving. I'm losing my mind. That's crazy. I'm already pushing a year ahead. 4th of July, Sunday. Peace.